Well, it is Thursday afternoon. It's December the 23rd, and Sharon and I are here at our home in Ocala. We're sitting in our screen room, and I've asked Sharon to appear on camera. I know that's not something she does very often, but she is sucking it up and taking one for the team here, and she's going to tell us about the hot water heater story. So, Sharon, I'll ask you to go ahead and give us a detailed overview of this.
Okay. When we got our trawler a couple of years ago, 4 years ago, it's a 1973 Grand Banks 36-foot trawler, and it does not have a hot water heater in it. It has all the plumbing there, and so it had it at one time, but a previous owner must have taken it out. And so first we decided that we didn't need a hot water heater, and first we started taking what we call a redneck shower. And that is where you have a garden hose and a bottle of shampoo or body wash, and you put on your bathing suit and you get on the deck of the boat and you scrub up and you rinse off with the garden hose. And so then we graduated up to a solar shower, so it was a little bit warmer water, but I felt like I was on display and I didn't like that. And when we go on the Great Loop, the weather's not going to be conducive for us to do that. So then we moved back into the boat, and Art fixed it up where we could have a shower in the bathroom, but there was no hot water. So the temperature of the water that comes out of the shower head is the same as it is in the water tanks. So in Florida, when it's 95, 96 degrees outside, then it's pretty comfortable to take a shower in the boat because it's a few degrees cooler than that by the time it comes out. And you're hot and sweaty and you want a little bit of a cooler shower. But then winter hit, and I'm a Florida girl. Mama doesn't do cold. I don't like anything less than like 70 degrees. So it got to like 48 degrees. And so again, the water temperature that's coming out of the shower head is, 40 degrees. And it was cold. And so I sucked up and I still did my shower on the boat. Everything was fine. But one morning it was particularly cool, and I took my shower, and when water first hit me, I was like, whew. And I guess I didn't realize it was that loud, and Art was in the salon and heard it. And when I got out of the shower and got dressed and went in there, he's on the internet looking for a hot water heater. But I didn't say that I wanted the hot water heater, but he knew what was coming, and happy wife, happy life. So we got a hot water heater now.
Well, okay. Well, I will also add that it was not an easy installation, but it's one that has been completed, and now it's doing what it wants to do. And I'll give you a little bit more information on that here in just a second. So thank you, Admiral Sharon, for your interview.
And there you have it, folks. 1 6-gallon Kuma brand water heater for the boat. I really had no idea how much I would enjoy this myself, but I'm glad we did it. The installation was a little tough. I had to get on the starboard side of the starboard engine in a Grand Banks 36. That's not easy to do, but was able to do it. And the projects just keep on coming here on MV Grand Plan. I recently installed an AIS identification system for the boat, which was a Cytex MDA-1 transceiver Class B, which required me to install a VHF antenna you just saw, and this GPS antenna. What AIS will allow me to do is see boats coming as well as can be seen without the use of a radar. So it's very handy. It all works off a VHF subfrequency and a GPS tracking unit. So I'm very glad to have this. We also had to install a NEMA 2000 backbone. That's the yellow and red and black modules you'll see on the right-hand side of the screen there that everything connects into. I was kind of worried about what NEMA 2000 was and how difficult it might be, but it's actually just plug and play. Made it very simple, and with the use of 2 antennas, a power line, and the NEMA 2000 connection to the chart plotter. As you can see, we show up on on the maps now. Here we are docked in Palatka. And a screen door. I hate bugs. I hate no-see-ums. I hate mosquitoes. And I just can't stand the thought of getting up in the marshy areas along Georgia and South Carolina and North Carolina. I understand the sandflies are real bad up there. So I made a screen door and installed it on the boat. Well, I went ahead and put the cover on it. It's not exactly made to exactly for the boat. It's kind of like a one dimension, one size fits all in the length range. This is a 9-foot dinghy, and I think I ordered it to be a 9 to 10-foot dinghy. And there's plenty of room in the back. Got the front covered over the bow. They send you this little roll of nylon strapping to go right here so it can connect to the buckle on the other side. I think what I'm going to make them is just 2 real small ones to hook around that D-ring right there, that towing ring, and that should hold the front of it fine. The back is shock corded. There you go. I have now a cover to protect the dinghy from the elements, and under the cover you saw the bimini top that'll protect Sharon and I from the elements. So we should be good to go with the dinghy now. I'm having to make a repair to the keel here of the Grand Plan. As you can see, we've had it hauled out. My brother Vance last week came down and helped me, and what a tremendous job he did in helping me getting the softer blade of paint. We sanded it and painted it, along with one of the guys that works here in the yard, George Lible. Big shout out to you, George. But this is something that I knew about when we bought the boat 4 years ago, that I'd been told that it had been patched up. And when we pulled it out, I kind of felt like I could do a little bit better than the patch job that was done on it. Someone had taken some Marine Tex epoxy putty and had just kind of covered it all up. So what I decided I wanted to do was go ahead and make this right. And so I ground it all away, and it's starting to reveal a little bit of water in the keel. So I went ahead and I drilled a couple of relief holes in it, and have let a lot of water out of this boat that was soaked up in the keel of the boat. And one of the old mariner's tricks is to pour alcohol in it, denatured alcohol. And that denatured alcohol will actually draw the water out of it. And when I first drilled the relief holes, I was smelling bilge water, and now it's smelling like alcohol. So it's working, and I just have to let it stop dripping. Then I can come back in and use some thickened epoxy to smooth it out, and then I'll glass over the indentation that I have ground out here. So that's going to be the repair project, and this may take some more waiting for it to finally dry out, but that's what I'll have to do. Be sure to like the video and make sure you hit the bell to be notified of our next video. Thanks.